So in this video, I'm going to be walking you through basically why dozens and dozens of e-commerce brand founders that I speak to on a weekly basis are ditching their agencies. They're moving from a model where they're relying on other people to bring it back in-house and being able to do, if not as good a better job than what agencies are actually doing. So I'm going to talk you through what that looks like and how you can get it for yourself as well. So if you don't know me, my name's Will De Bruin. I co-founded an e-commerce business in 2013 with my brother. We left our corporate jobs. We bootstrapped a business, started a cold press juice company, cleansing company from our kitchen bench. And that business has now gone on to do multiple 7 figures. And I've also helped over 200 e-commerce brands hit record revenue months through my paid program, through my ecom blueprint and up-level mastermind programs as well. So this trend that I'm actually seeing, and it's kind of been coming for, I'd say like at least 12 months, is getting a little bit of momentum now. And I'm seeing it, as I say, time and time again, where ecom brand founders are ditching their agencies, they're ditching their contractors, anyone who's running ads for them because of their lack of expertise or their lack of knowledge or even time. They're bringing it back in-house, right? They're either doing it themselves or they've got someone that can actually help them out and run it on a much tighter ship, turning in terms of budget and what they can actually afford to pay contractors. And as I say, from a results perspective, they're actually getting the same, if not better results. And this is something that where I've actually really co-created with my ecom blueprint program that I've just redone. It's using AI. And so AI is obviously thrown around all the time. It's been out there for a number of years now, but the use of it, how to actually use it, is so crucial. Okay, that's where people get very lost and they get overwhelmed and they're like, AI, like what's this FOMO that's going on? And really basically, you need to have the purpose of using AI, because then the purpose actually determines the input and the input then determines the output. We can use AI for anything that we like, but we must have that first element initially being the purpose and that second element being the actual input. So coming back to my new version of my program, I call it a co-creator model. And what it really is designed to do is to remove the reliance, let's call it, on other people, actually people power. So a business owner actually comes in, we teach them we give them access to the tool first and foremost, which is a proprietary tool that I've actually created. I put thousands of hours and thousands of inputs actually into. So it's basically like speaking with me, okay? Now, when this comes to ads, very, very important that you get the right information obviously out. So they get access to it. The second thing is that they then know how to use it. We teach them actually how to use it. And that's again through the inputs. So we use a philosophy, which you would have heard, which is garbage in, garbage out. If you tell it to do something that's very vague and nonchalant, you're going to get a very vague answer out, and that's not going to really serve you, right? So you need to be able to A, get access, and B, know how to actually use it in terms of the inputs that you're feeding it in. So what we're actually teaching people to do, and hence why I'm sharing this with you guys on the channel, is essentially I want to expose you to it as well. It's not that hard. In fact, it's just about getting up to speed and knowing how to use it. That is the golden ticket. And from there, you can actually manage your ads with the AI, right? Even if it's just something like ChatGPT, if you put the right inputs in, you can actually tell it, hey, these are my numbers. This is what I'm looking at. Like, how can I manage or scale this account? How can I manage or scale this specific ad? This is revolutionary. And honestly, I don't know what the future for agencies actually is, or contractors actually is. I mean, if everybody was aware of this and how to use it properly, then they wouldn't have a job. But I think they're going to rely on people not knowing what to do and being intimidated by using AI. So again, why I'm sharing it with you on the channel is because I want to expose that to you and just how kind of easy, in a sense, once you know what you're doing, it actually is. Now, there is a couple of things that you obviously need to understand. Once you get the output out of the result, or the advice, obviously you need to go and action it, but there's still sometimes that element of mistrust or not actually understanding what it's asking you to do. And so that's going to be a consideration all the way through. So again, with our 4.0, our new version of the program, that's why it's called a co-creator model. So the first step is to actually access the tool, know how to use it properly, and then with the actual outputs, which are going to be quality outputs because I've fed it the right information, you actually are able to get confidence and confirmation from a human being or a person. Okay, now this has actually come from hours and hours of testing it and dozens of case studies as well with clients in the community about actually seeing what actually gets spat out in terms of the advice. So being able to vet that advice and get the, as I said, confidence really to go and execute it. Okay. And then it's not like an agency will tell you, which is true. Once you actually make moves on your ads, it's about the ongoing management, seeing the opportunities, seeing what needs to actually be fixed or rectified, seeing what can actually be scaled with the results that you're getting. And so the real key to getting results when it comes to ads and using AI to help you with that is, like I mentioned, the inputs, but the clarity with the inputs. You can't assume that it knows what you're talking about or knows what you're actually seeing in your account. So that's where it can literally read screenshots, it can read images, it can read CSV files, so meaning that you can download your data from the respective platform and upload it, and it can read those metrics. It can see individual images within those screenshots, or images or titles that you actually have named your ads campaigns and ad sets in the case of Meta. But I'm talking across the board here. It's not just Meta. That's where we really heavily use it for sure. It's also Google, where we also heavily use it, but then it's other platforms as well. All right. This is absolutely blowing the lid off any need or use for agency. And in fact, I would be surprised if your agency or your contractor wasn't doing a very similar thing and charging you $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 a month for the privilege of going via them. All right, so I just want to expose you to this. And as I say, the first thing is knowing it and having access to the right tool, and then knowing how to use it, putting the quality in, the inputs in to get the quality out, which is ultimately what we want. Because as I say, anyone can use it, anyone can do this. It's just about how we use it properly to get the right outputs. And then, as I said, the step from there is to actually execute it, take action on it, and use it as almost like even your account manager, where you're actually bouncing ideas, giving feedback from the account and the specific results, which is really, really crucial and important. So I just wanted to expose you to that. I guess give you an update on what we're doing, how I've updated my Ecom Blueprint program to serve our clients better, and so that you can obviously go off and do the same. So I hope this video was valuable. So look, that's it for this video. If you did appreciate it, if you like it, please give me a like, give me a subscribe. If you want to know more about what we do and how we help e-commerce brands, there's a link below. You can have a look, check it out, have a chat if it seems like it might be a good fit for you. But other than that, appreciate you being here. Appreciate you watching till the end, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.